Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be making a magnolia wreath. You will need a wreath form from Dollar Tree. You will need some magnolia flowers, and I purchased these at Walmart. And they are $3 for each bundle. And they're really pretty large bundles actually. And I didn't use this greenery, but it's only 97 cents at Walmart. I thought I might need some, but I didn't. Okay, and then you'll need some ribbon. And this ribbon is the 2.5-inch width ribbon. The ribbon right there is 1.5 inches. And then that ribbon right there is from Dollar Tree, and it's 2 inches. And you're going to also need some 2.5 inches ribbon, jute ribbon for your bow. And you'll need 2 rolls of the 10-inch Deco mesh for this wreath. And you'll need some wire cutters to cut your flowers, pipe cleaners, and there's the ribbon I was talking about, the jute ribbon for your bow, and it was purchased at Walmart, and it does have wire in it. You'll need your hot glue gun and glue sticks, your scissors. You will need some floral stem wire, and you're going to need a sign for the center of your wreath. And I went with a chalkboard sign from Walmart, and I had the letters "Welcome Y'all" put on it. You're going to want to take your pipe cleaners, and you're going to put one on the inner row of the section and 2 on the outer wire. So 1 on the inner wire and 2 on the outer wire. And then you're going to alternate it in the next section. And then you can go back and add a little hot glue so they stay in place. But 1 in the center, 2 on the edges. Now I'm going to do it right the opposite right here. I'm going to use 2 pipe cleaners on the inner wire. And then 1 on the outer wire. And I added a little bit of hot glue to mine to keep them in place. And just continue around your wreath doing each section alternating patterns. Okay, and then you'll want to take your 10-inch Deco mesh, and you're going to take the end and you're going to push it through 2 of your wires, and you're going to attach it with a pipe cleaner to the back of your wreath. You can use a zip tie if you prefer, but I just used this one pipe cleaner, and I used it when I did the tan burlap ribbon also. I just used the one pipe cleaner and twisted my ends into it. So you don't have to do that, but that's just what works best for me, is using the same pipe cleaner to tie off each of the ends. You're going to take your Deco mesh, roll your ends, your outer edges inward, try to roll them kind of under, form a loop, and you're just going to go. You can skip a pipe cleaner if you prefer, or you can use every pipe cleaner. But for this, most of the time I skipped a pipe cleaner making my loops. So imagine my loops are about 8 inches long, or my puffs, whatever you want to call them, poofs. And I just twisted them to the next set of pipe cleaners. But now I didn't use every pipe cleaner because, like I said, I spaced them and made about 8-inch loops. So you're going to roll your raw edges inward and just make a puff and go the next set of pipe cleaners. Or like I said, if one's right there too close, just use your own judgment, and if you don't like what you see, then just take the pipe cleaner and twist it and redo it. There's not a right way or a wrong way, just whatever works best for you. And then go back and fluff your loops. Okay, I went ahead and did the inner circle, and now I'm starting on the outer circle. So same steps, roll your edges inward, go to the next set of pipe cleaners and twist them in. And I just tried making my poofs or puffs or loops, whatever you want to call them, the same size each time. So just go to the next set of pipe cleaners, push your mesh down to the wire wreath form, and give your pipe cleaners a twist. Then just keep going all the way around the outer edge. And when I got to the end, I just did the same thing. I tucked my mesh back under or through the wires to the back of the work wreath and tied it in the pipe cleaner where when I started using the Deco mesh. I hope that makes sense, but I use the same pipe cleaner to tie it off. Okay, here it is with the 10-inch blue Deco mesh all the way around. And you can use whatever color Deco mesh that you like. Okay, now we're using the tan burlap Deco mesh. And now I'm just going to thread it through to the back. And I'm starting and ending in the same spot. So I'm going to look for that pipe cleaner where I tied off the blue Deco mesh. And I've found it, so I'm just going to untwist it. And I'm going to stick the tan burlap Deco mesh in and give it a few more twists. And I'm ready to start. And you're just going to do the same steps as you did with the blue Deco mesh. Rolling your edges inward, making your loops about the same size each time. And I started with the inner circle or the inner wire and work my way out to the outer circle. But if it is easier for you to start on the outer circle and work your way to the inside, do it. It doesn't matter. I'm left-handed and this works best for me, so it's just whatever works easiest for you. And you can buy the work wreaths already with the little tinsels attached. So if you don't want to make your own work wreath, they have them at Hobby Lobby and Michael's already pre-made for you. So same steps as the blue. Just take it, form your puffs, and then spread them out and go to the next set of pipe cleaners. And I'm working on the outer circle here with the tan Deco mesh. And like I said, if you have a loop or a puff that you don't like the way it's shaped, go back and fix it. So just, if you don't like something, go ahead and change it. And it does take a little bit of time to go around your wreath with the 2 colors of Deco mesh. If you prefer, you can use the 21-inch Deco mesh, but I just think it's easier to work with the 10-inch or 12-inch Deco mesh. Okay, and here it is with both colors on the wreath. And in the end, you can clip off your pipe cleaners or fold them under when you get finished. And you'll want to take 3 of your ribbons, the one with polka dots, the one with the green, and the burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree, and you're going to cut them into 12-inch strips. And I like to cut my ends at an angle, but just do whatever you like and what's easiest for you. Some people like to make the little V in the center, but I think I cut around 6 sets of these ribbons. And you can, stack your ribbons on top of each other if you have sharp scissors and cut them at the angle, the ends. I need to get some new scissors. But now do not cut your jute ribbon, the 2.5 inch, because you're going to want to use that for your bow. So make sure that you don't cut the 2.5 tan burlap or jute ribbon. Okay, and then you're just going to put the widest ribbon on bottom and stack your ribbons. And you're going to want to pinch them in the center with your hand. And if you don't have it centered just right, it doesn't have to be perfect. It will still work out good. Then you're going to want to find an outer pipe cleaner and give it a few twists. Then you'll just go all the way around using the sets of ribbons only on the outer pipe cleaners is what I did. And here's the way it looks. Okay, now this is the Walmart jute ribbon, and you're going to want to leave a tail, and you're going to form your loops about a 5-inch loop, 4 or 5 inches. You're going to take it in your left hand and keep it pinched tightly, and this has wire in it, so it's a lot easier to work with. You're just going to go back and forth, keeping it pinched tightly in your left hand, making your loops the same size on each side of your bow. Now, if you have trouble holding the bow tightly in your left hand, you can buy some large clothespins, some plastic ones at Dollar Tree, or you can use some chip clips from Dollar Tree, and they'll also help you hold your ribbon. But just back and forth until you get your bow the size you like, and let out a tail, and just trim it at a slant. And you'll want to have your floral stem wire close by, and I'm just using the 20 gauge, and I purchased it at Hobby Lobby. But just lay your bow on your wire, and you're going to want to twist the wire tightly around the center of your bow. And this burlap, well, it says jute. I don't know if burlap and jute are the same or not. But anyways, it's a thick ribbon, and I probably should have gotten a stronger wire for this, because you'll see in a minute, I went back and tightened it because I actually thought that the wire popped because I was, pulling on the bow, adjusting it. So if you have something stronger, then you might want to use something stronger than the 20 gauge, but it works out fine. Like I said, I'm just one that likes to make sure everything stays together. And so here you can see that I'm tightening it back up tighter around the center. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but if you see something you don't like and you can fix it really easy, just go fix it, because ribbon is too expensive to go to waste. So just fluff your loops, and you're going to want to use your wire to thread it through the Deco mesh to the back of your work wreath, and then give it a few twists and attach your bow. And if you have any questions about tying bows, you can ask in the section below, the comment section, or I have other tutorials on my channel on tying bows. So if you need some help, let me know. Bows are one of my favorite things to make. I just think they make your wreaths or whatever you're working on look so much prettier when you have a big bow. But I'm just wiring it to the back of the work wreath. And like I said, thread the wire through your Deco mesh. Thread it through. Take the time and be patient and thread it through. Because if you wrap it around, it squeezes the Deco mesh and it just changes the shape of the wreath completely. So thread it through and then fluff your loops back up. Okay, I bought 2 bundles of the magnolias at Walmart, and what I did was I took the floral stem wire and I wired them in the wreath, and I usually go back and also add a little hot glue to make sure that they stay in place. So just do whatever works best for you, but I like to wire them in and also hot glue them in so they stay in place. Then you can go back in the end and cut off the extra wire that's sticking out, and you can also trim off the extra pipe cleaners so that they're not showing. Okay, and just play around with your flowers and your tails of your ribbon until you get it adjusted like you like. And then I just went around and randomly placed, or I kind of spaced the magnolias out and put them all around the wreath and wired them in. And then here I'm just tying some tiny bows Just keeping it pinched tightly in my left hand, making both loops the same size, and I'm just letting out a small tail, just a basic bow right here, and I'm going to use my 20 gauge floral stem wire. And I believe this ribbon was purchased at Hobby Lobby. Just give it a few twists, and then you're ready to thread it through your Deco mesh and attach it to your wreath. And I made several of these little bows and just placed them around the wreath. Okay guys, and there it is. And you can see I placed the bows in several little spots around the wreath. And this is it without the welcome y'all sign. It looks pretty without the sign, but I just like something in the center, so I added the chalkboard sign from Walmart. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of my subscribers and all the kind comments y'all leave. It really brightens my day, guys. Y'all are the best. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week.